Here we're going to do our side lying restorative yoga flow. Let's come onto your right side first, placing your right arm under your head as a pillow, or if you'd like an actual pillow, that's fine too. And then bring your knees up to hip height. So your knees and your hips are both at about a 90-degree angle. Top arm is going to lay straight out in front of you. Start by reaching that top arm even further in front of you to feel a stretch between your shoulder blade and your spine on that top arm. Then open up to the ceiling. Your eyes are going to follow your hand as you open, arc around toward the floor. Once you're here, check in on a couple things. I want you to feel like a stretch through your chest and your torso, not a pinching in your shoulder. So we want to think about rotating from the ribs, the torso, the chest, and then the shoulder and the elbow, or the shoulder and the arm are just the things that follow or go along for the ride. Also think about your knees, top knee pushing down into your bottom knee so that you are anchoring your knees, dissociating them from this upper half. And we'll close. Reaching forward, inhale. Exhale as you come up and around. Stay here for one more inhale and exhale and back to the start. One more just like that. Reach forward, inhale. Open around, top knee presses down into bottom knee, exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale, let your arms settle further toward the floor and close. Then with your top leg, we're going to lift up and sweep. So your knee is going to come in toward your chest. Then you're going to straighten your leg out and sweep it back behind you. The key here is I want you to feel your glute or your hip doing that work, not the arch of your lower back. So keep these abs on as the brakes. So knee sweeps in and then lengthen like you're shooting a laser out through the base of your heel. And come on in again. Knee toward chest and reach it out, sweep back behind you. Think glute, 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 core, 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 sweeping back in. Two more. Reach long through the leg, extend back from the hip. Abs prevent your low back from arching. Two, come on back in. One more. Reach out, 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 a little bit back. And come in and lower. Back to the top arm. This time, instead of reaching up toward the ceiling, we're going to draw what I call a marker on the floor. So pretend like you have a marker and you're going to try and trace that rainbow. Your goal is to not let the rainbow have a gap in it. So cage spiraling open, your chest broadening, your shoulder articulating around to the T, and then back, sweep, 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 up and around. Now, if there's an arc where it's uncomfortable for you to stay on the floor like there is for me, I lift my arm, I'm going to come up and around that spot and keep going. The goal over time is going to be that those areas smooth out for you, but that might take some time, and I don't want to make your shoulders upset in the process. So we're coming around and down. Sweeping back up, press that top knee into the bottom knee. Coming back around, we're going to do one more. Reach, arc, 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 up, 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 spiral from the whole torso, rib cage, everything comes around and through to that T. And close it back. Top knee into the bottom knee, reach, 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 open and around, and back to the start. Place your top hand on your top or on your side of your rib cage. And then we're going to end here with some breathing. So my goal here is that you are going to inhale and lift up this hand. Exhale, let your rib cage sink further toward the floor. So with my hand here, we're going to inhale and exhale. Good. everything together, inhaling, expanding the ribs, gently lifting the hand up, 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 away from the floor, and exhale, letting everything soften toward the floor. One more deep breath. Inhale, press the hand away, naturally, not forcefully. And exhale, letting everything sink heavier into the mat. And let's reverse it. Over to the left side. We're going to start back with our open books. So knees are stacked, knees and hips are at about 90 degrees. Bottom arm can be your pillow. Top arm reaches straight out in front of you. Slide that hand forward, stretching that mid back before you reach up to the ceiling, opening toward the floor. And close it back. We're going to inhale as we reach the hand away, slide it away. Exhale as you open up and around. Inhale while you're here. And exhale, let everything sink further into the ground before you close that arm back to the start. One more, slide the hand away, inhale. Exhale, arms arc up and around, top knee presses down into the bottom knee. Feel the spiraling through your torso, inhale. And exhale, letting everything sink toward the floor. And close. Moving into that side leg series, we're going to lift that top knee up off the bottom knee. Bring your knee in toward your chest. Sweep it long, straightening out the knee, reaching long through the heel, back behind the body a little bit, and sweep forward. Remember, your key here is as you reach long. You want to reach long, reach back from your hip and your glute. Abs are the brakes, so we are not arching through our lower backs. Knees come in, or knee comes in, reach, 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 out and away, extending back, curling in again. And reach, long, back, glutes are the driver, abs are the brakes. Coming back in, and we've got one more. I like my hand on top of my hip here to give myself a little feedback. Reach, 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 long, and back. And knees come up to stack. Into our marker circles, our top arm is going to come back out in front of us. This time we're sweeping up on the floor, up overhead, up overhead. Our rib cage is opening, torso is opening, shoulder is sweeping into that T. And reach, 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 up, arcing back around. You might notice that this one is easier on one side than the other, in which case in the future you can always choose to do a few more bonus repetitions on your harder side, or know that if you're working on both, you're doing a good thing already. And one more, sweeping up and around, reach long through your fingertips. Spiral open from your rib cage, open through the chest, top knee presses down onto the bottom knee, and sweep back around to the start. Lastly, your hand is going to come to that outer lower rib cage, and we're going to work on mobilizing into this side of our rib cage. So as you inhale, you're going to press your hand up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, everything is going to sink further in toward the floor. Inhale. Remember, you're not forcing your hand away. You're inhaling, expanding into your hand as far as it's comfortable and natural. And exhale, letting everything sink further toward the floor. One more. Inhale. Hand pushes up to the ceiling. And exhale. Rib cage relaxes, everything sinks down, further imprinted into the floor. All right, and there you have our seated or our side lying restorative yoga flow.